Hi everyone. Thanks for joining our joint AMA. Today we have James Tai from Canaan, who is leading the business development and also overseeing the growth of Canaan across Asia Pacific. In the course of this hour, we will be discussing about the recent developments in the mining circle, as well as the current market trends. And it's a pleasure to start this AMA session today. As we promised, we're gonna keep it weekly. Yeah, please, James.
Hi everyone, I'm James Tai from Canaan Technology. Thanks Olga for inviting me to this AMA session. And today I will talk with Olga about our Canaan spirit and also our business mode and also our new launched Avalon Made ASIC miners. Thanks Olga.
Yeah, thank you, James. Absolutely, we're looking forward to learning more about Canaan, about the recent progress that you have had, both on the production side as well as your proprietary mining operation. So can you give us just a little bit more introduction in general about Canaan, about your current business lines, your future perspective? Thank you.
Sure. Firstly, I will briefly introduce Canaan Technology to you. And Canaan initiated in 2013 and is a Nasdaq listed company. We listed in Nasdaq in 2019. And we are the first stock in blockchain and also the first AI stock in China. We have three main business tracks currently. The first one is a ASIC miner, which is famous for the Avalon Made. And the second is AI chips. We're doing the edge computing AI chips, Kindred. We now have Kindred 2.10 and Kindred 5.10. And this year we will launch our new released AI edge computing chip, Kindred 2.30. And in the coming years, we will do our self-mining business overseas. We already launched 12,000 ASIC miners in Kazakhstan, and now we are seeking opportunities around the world. So that's a brief introduction of what we Canaan are doing.
Thank you. So I think that at this session, we're gonna discuss, as mentioned, about the market trends, but also dive deep a little bit into actually what's going on and about the chaos that has been created by a few exchanges. But also I think our audience will be quite interested to learn about the newest edition of the ASIC miner. So let's talk about the hash rates and the generation of miners. So there has been a lot of changes quickly that happened in the mining ecosystem. So how do you see the profitability as well as life cycle longevity that we can expect from this newest edition?
In this November, we excitedly launched our new A13 series Avalon Made Miners. For the A1346, we have a hash rate of 110 TH per second and a PE ratio of 25 joule per second. And for the A1366, we have a hash rate of 130 TH per second and also a PE ratio of 20 joule per second. Pursuing a high hash rates and also low P ratio is our ultimate target. So currently the hash rates in the whole network is in a high position. So we want our customers to have a better experience in self-mining and also to attract them to buy our ASIC miners. So we will consistently to enhance the hash rate. Next year, we will have ASIC miners to reach 150 TH per second. So please looking forward to that. And also currently we have our A1346 installed. You can check it through Marketplace.
All right, these are great news. So I think that the current edition is greatly competing with the other market players, including Bitmain and What's Miner. Is what we have is like 25G, like the ratio of 25 to 30 watt per terahash, which is quite competing. So if we actually look at these products, can we say that they're net positive with the current Bitcoin price, with the current price point, and like when we expect it to be rolled out?
Sure, because currently, though the Bitcoin price is a bit lower than last year, but it's far more beyond the shutdown price. So please be confident, and we Canaan and build together with Zionodes to secure your asset security, and also to make sure you will have a good price to exit. So, and also we will, as I said, we will launch more new high efficiency ASIC miners next year. So, and we will give you more adorable price to buy our miners. So just keep confident.
All right. We're looking forward to that. So, and what we observed for the past few months. So after ETH switched to the POS mechanism consensus, there have been quite a lot of questions over like Bitcoin's environmental damage, speaking about like being greener in the coming years. So do you believe that it has already switched to better sustainable mode, and how do you view the current green trend to be evolved in the future? And is there are there any plans of Canaan to make Bitcoin greener?
Yeah, we are always pursuing use the renewable energy to do the mining business, because protecting the earth is to protecting ourselves in the future. I heard about many people complain about mining is doing harm for the environment, but in fact it's not, because mostly we are using the renewable energy, and globally much of the renewable energy was abandoned in last few years because nobody uses it. So it does harm for the renewable energy industry to grow. And by doing the self-mining and setting up mining farm in our business blueprint, we can cooperate with our partners and also the government to help the renewable energy industry to grow well. And also it will bring more opportunities both for the global economic and also for the employment market, and also to help other industries to grow together. So I think self-mining is not, as people said, it does harm for the environment. Inversely, it will bring more opportunities to the world.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And as the last research, the report was released recently saying that the worldwide ATMs are consuming like 30% more energy than what Bitcoin consumes. But yeah, of course, we all know that Bitcoin is backed by energy. So given the current given the current geopolitics as well as the oil crisis, we think that it's extremely important to move forward towards green energy, to endorse, collaborate, and work with the green energy sites, and to start strategic partnerships in this regards, toward decentralizing the Bitcoin power, but also building more green energy sites. So such as at Zionodes, we aim to have over 60% of energy that will be based on renewables. So here we talk about hydro, we talk about solar power, whether it's partial or complete solar sites. We also look into the flare gas, as the wasted gas that can be reproduced, which is actually decreasing those carbon emissions. So I think at the current stage, this Terra movement, right, the green movement, is extremely important.
Well, I think I have a question for Olga. As we mentioned recently, a lot of major exchanges have halted, withdrawal or have been found exposed. Is this a good point to invest in crypto? What do you think?
I think this is the very good case and example of how actually crypto can be at some point mismanaged if this is non-regulated. And I think what we stand, the side that we stand at this, is Bitcoin, which is not like is where Bitcoin maxes, right? So what we believe is that, and what we know is that Bitcoin is a legal tender. So Bitcoin is owned by a few governments, is more traditional finance is coming, institutions such as BlackRock are entering, signing deals with the Coinbase to offer their exposure, the exposure of Bitcoin to their clients. So the whole Bitcoin ecosystem is growing. And on the other hand, I think it's not that correct to actually compare the crypto, right, what's going on with exchanges and Bitcoin, because we always aim to diversify our portfolio and to have alternative assets, so that we speak about digital gold, we speak about Bitcoin, and even that imagine that all the Bitcoins in mind, right, we're still having these transactions fees. So Bitcoin is is up to now the best way actually for investors to the best method for investors to survive, and during such liquidity crunch, when they cannot cash out any other coins simply because they are not regulated, they or they cannot cash out their stocks because markets are in turmoil, so that we can have Bitcoin. So I think this current environment and these current crashes, prove once again that Bitcoin is a safe haven, and we're gonna produce, and acquire more Bitcoins. And the more Bitcoins we have, the more Bitcoin power we have, the more power we have, right? So Bitcoin is the dominance.
Yeah, exactly. Recently, many friends come to ask me if Bitcoin is still strong or is it secure to hold Bitcoin. What I answer to them is that along the development of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is based on the consensus and also the liquidity. Why these days many exchanges have some bankruptcy problems? Because they violate those rules. They raise a lot of debt, and they violate the rule of liquidity and consensus. They just want to use those cryptocurrency as a tool to earn money in a short time, but not same as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has undergone 3 cycles, and in 2024, it will face the 4th cycle. So in the past 3 cycles, we faced a lot of similar dilemma and problems, but we conquered all of them. And now, today we have Bitcoin of about $17,000 US per Bitcoin. So please be confident about that.
Yeah, I think we're completely aligned and following exactly the same logic as you mentioned just now. And I think quite many people also question this dilemma, right? Whether we simply simply we buy, like we just hodl Bitcoin, right? Or we go mining. So I think this is something also important to question and understand, is that when you, even at the current market, when we're crypto winter, right? The market is very volatile, a lot of like exchanges and a lot of crypto institutions are crashing, but still what we see is that Bitcoin mining is the best, is the perfect scenario if you want to acquire Bitcoin as a discounted cash flow model. So you can like acquire it as, you know, at a discount, right? Even that in the current market is still the production cost of one BTC is still lower than, you know, than the direct acquisition of the BTC itself. Like on the exchange. So on the other hand, despite like having these like mining rewards and that we receive, right, and paying back this principal, our investment, we still have the hardware itself, which is the tangible asset that, right, also follows the cycle, depreciates, appreciates. So that actually when the bull run comes, then it depreciates, so we can sell it. Like apart from the mining rewards we have. Yeah, so, and yeah, we did have a lot of questions from like Bitcoin maxis. So what we're doing is we are running, right, the remote mining marketplace where we connect the farms, the suppliers, so that anyone can start mining with just a few clicks. So acquire the hardware, manage the hardware, set up the pools, you know, set up the wallets, and later even exit mining, right, through the same marketplace with other tools that we have incorporated. So a lot of Bitcoin maxis are actually asking, wouldn't this kind of a system of remote mining kill the very concept of decentralization of power? So what do you think about the remote mining modes and this aggregation of the Bitcoin power?
I think this question may be a bit ambiguous about what is decentralization. I think generating Bitcoin, we have a lot of, we're holding, as we say, we holding Bitcoin, we have a lot of function and ways. Like you can buy it from exchanges or you can just do the self-mining. It does not violate the rule of decentralization because Bitcoin is based on the knowledge of blockchain. It doesn't violate its basic rules. So on the other hand, I think this time collaboration with Zionodes, the marketplace offer our customer with more secure asset protection and also more convenient way to exit. I think it's more convenient than just to find unregulated mining farm and to host your self-miners there. Because marketplace runs a lot of mature mining farms globally. So I think it doesn't, for this question, the remote mining does not kill the concept of decentralization, but on the other hand, it's a secure way to protect your asset and your faith in investing in Bitcoin.
All right, so I think at this point it's quite important, right, to have all this transparency. So if we talk about the verified farms, right, about these verified hash rates that we deploy, right, then both for the institution and for the small scale miner, right, that they should have all their statistics, like operations, transparent. So how do you view the question of transparency, and such as Canaan has its own extensive experience, vast experience in building operations, the Kazakhstan side, you mentioned the other sides. So how do you see this question of transparency being managed?
Well, I know a lot of customers will consider about the transparency. Okay, from our Canaan side, because we are a Nasdaq listed company, we cannot do a lot of risky things. We have to do the risk control. And before we start a collaboration with Zionodes or other self-mining farms, we have to do the process of KYC, know your client. We have to do the due diligence and to see if the policy in that region will protect our self-mining farms. And we will also tell all the details to our investors. So that will give you a more confident way to trust in our business mode.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, and on the last note, are there any news or any exclusive news that you would like to share with our audience?
Oh, I think firstly, I want to say again about our new release Avalon Made Miners, A1346 and A1366, because it's a new generation of our Avalon Made Miners, because we go beyond the hash rate of 110 TH per second, and the A1346 for the hash rates of 110 TH per second and 120 TH per second, they are all installed. You can check it in all the verified way and also in the marketplace. And in the Q1 next year, we will have mass production of our A1366, which is 130 TH per second. And please look forward to that. And also check our new products through marketplace.
Yeah, thanks a lot, James. So yeah, we look forward to deploying actually extra capacity together with Canaan in our verified sites. So in collaboration together with Canaan, we're gonna launch more miners for you guys to test out these new generation miners and hopefully make decent profits.
Oh, thank you, Olga.
Cool. Thanks, James. I think this is now time for our Q&A session. Let's see what kind of questions our audience would have toward both Canaan and Zionodes. Hi, everyone. So we are back for our Q&A session. Thanks a lot for your raised questions. We're actually bumped with like tens of thousands of questions. So we're going to, we would randomly answer up to 10 questions out of the whole list. For those questions that are not answered yet, we will try to come back to you in written. Else you're very much welcome to join our community groups on Discord and both on Telegram and initiate the conversations over there. So let's see what we've got in our list. Well, question number 1. Despite an 88% drop in Q3 income, does Canaan still support BTC mining with current price point? That's a very good question. I think that's for you, James.
Okay, thanks for this question and thanks for your interest in Canaan's report. And the answer is absolutely yes. We absolutely will continue to support Bitcoin mining, and Next year in 2023, we will launch Avalon Made Miner with about 150 TH per second and even more. Because we have undergone 3 cycles before and we have the confidence to go through this bear market these years. And next year, after Q2, we expect an increasing in Bitcoin price, since all the market says the US will stop raising interest rate and the energy market will go down. And we can embrace a long-term strategy, and please go forward together with us. And I think that's all for this question. Please looking forward to our movement in next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what's the second question. If I want to sell my miner after use, does Zionodes buy it, or I wait for other buyer to buy and then I get money? That's for sure a good question. So actually the whole process is seamless. So once you reach your 1-year hosting contract and it's already expired, then you'll be able to convert your account from a user to, like, from a miner to a sell account, and you'll be able to procure your devices on the platform, sell to either random buyer, or your devices, your hardware could be acquired by our demand sites, by our channels that are currently looking at the used options, the used miners specifically. Let's see what's the next question. I hope I answered. If you still have any doubts or you want to know about the exact capacity, then please just drop us a message in the community chat or write our support center. The next question: how is Avalon Miner better than Antminer, and what's Miner? Oh, that's really a good question. Yeah. So James, I guess.
Well, I think this question is for me. Well, I think firstly, we can have to say thanks to Antminer and Miner. I think we three together create a competitive Bitcoin miner market, and we insisting on enhancing the experience of our customer. And indeed, we can will go forward to increase our power efficiency ratio and to launch new miner products for our customer. And as well, we still have another business track that is for AI chips for the edge computing. And so I want our audience to know that we can have a strong will to input a lot of R&D expenditure into our R&D performance, and that's what Antminer and Miner maybe fell far below us. So I think that's a strong competitive point that Avalon can win the heart of our customer.
Yeah, definitely. I also think that's a very strong point of having this diversification of Canaan business into multiple directions, and not only limited to producing the ASIC chipsets. And yeah, for sure, in having your R&D arm, then you'll be able to improve the mining efficiency and perhaps release even more powerful miners than what we see now from Antminer and Miner as well. The next question is, trial mining for new Avalon miners. Yeah, for sure we'll be offering the trial, and will be available for you guys very, very soon to test out this model, both 120 and 130 terahash. So yeah, we'll be definitely offering the batch by batch in different locations. will first of all focus with Canaan on the North American markets. So we'll probably go with the first trial batch for you in Canada. So you will be able to trial mine first, and yeah, before you commit to acquire and own the hardware for your remote operation. Okay, I see the next question is about the warranty and repairs. So warranty and repairs covered by Canaan. Yeah. So yeah, how about the warranty and how about the repair centers that we have across the different regions? How's Canaan managing that? And
Well, for our customers who purchase Avalon Miner of any product line, they have 1 year free warranty and repair rights. And currently, we have our Malaysia center and our US center. Especially our US center will cover both US and Canada. So for our customers in Southeast Asia and in the North America, you have more convenience to get rid of our factory and repair center. So I think this approach will help our customer to enjoy the experience of using Avalon Made Miners.
yeah, that's really great. So yeah, congratulations with your new repair center in the US. So that this new generation model will also go with the 1 year warranty, right?
Yeah, for all our product line, customer will have 1 year free warranty for repairing and maintenance.
Yeah, that's great. So let's see what's the other questions that we've got. Again, is about the trial mining. Can I trial mine before we buy it? I want to order up to 100, test it out first. Oh, I think that's a question to both of us. Yeah. So someone is looking to acquire up to 100 and want to test it out. For sure. So we have this feature, and we have recently released this feature. I think that we've got a lot of positive feedback. So you can also bulk order around 100 units on the marketplace, but just reach out to us and let us know like how many devices you're expecting us to get listed for the acquisition later.
Yeah, for the bulk order, you can get rid of us and we can negotiate how many trial miners you want to use.
Yeah, definitely. See, what other questions do we have? Will Zionodes cover all the maintenance of a machine after purchase? Yeah, so I think that as James mentioned that first of all, you're getting brand new miners, so that's the official warranty of 1 year, and you're getting full support and maintenance on site, so you can manage your hardware remotely. And for sure, you can also refer to our terms of use, and you can find the information about the same statement. Does Zionode store my mined Bitcoin? Yeah, that's the tricky question. So yeah, we do value a lot the transparency and also the control of the operation. So all of our members, all of our Zionodes miners, you control your wallets, you control your BTC inflow. We do not even know your wallets. So you set it up in your pool, and then you get your pool URL in your Zionodes account, and yeah, and here you go. So we neither store nor manage your BTC inflow. See, what's the next question that we have? What is the difference between market and trading desk? Okay. So yeah, we've actually got a little confusion. Like yeah, we see some of confusion at the side of our miners between the difference between the two. So well, as a marketplace is an aggregator, right? So we list these devices for trades, and these devices are already installed in a data center, in a colocation center. So you can imagine it's just like AWS of mining. You have already everything pre-installed. So that's why you're getting this service and this procurement just within minutes through though of course the selection is limited on the marketplace, everything gets sold out pretty fast. But the other side, the other way that you can choose is write us about your demands so we can list the hardware that you want. Or if you have found a suitable model on the trading desk, then you can also pre-order through the trading desk. That will take us around 2 weeks to deliver and unrack. I think we've got the last question. Yeah, so as we promised to answer up to 10 questions. If I buy miners with a 1-year electricity plan, will you Zionodes raise it or add some fee when the BTC price goes up back? Yeah, actually, that's a very good question. So as James just now mentioned, that the energy market is quite volatile. So once we're in the bull run, the electricity, the hosting fees are skyrocketing as well, and during the bear market is dropping. So the rates that you currently have, they're fixed annually. So if you subscribe, if you acquire a miner or a service remotely through the marketplace, you're getting it fixed for at least 1 year. So once your contract is expired, then we may adjust this fee later, but you will anyway get it 1 year stably at the fixed fee. Yeah, so I hope we answered all of your questions. Again, thanks everyone for joining us today. And yeah, by the way, everyone, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
And see you all again next Friday.
Thanks, Olga. Thanks all the audience. Thank you.